Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So Leo, the first card you have is the head. And its number 1 is coming through prominent with this energy. So the head is more about thoughts, communication. And, this is like the crown chakra where everything starts. Ideas, that's where ideas come. It's the first idea that spark that comes to the crown chakra before it takes a form. So this is like the Ace of Swords energy where you're getting new ideas and there is new intention to create something. It's that first idea, the first action, the first thought that comes before anything got created in this world. So you might be getting some important ideas at this point in time. Also, the head is about processing not only the thoughts, but also the communication, the things that you hear from people. So you might be talking to a lot of people, but at the same time, you will need to see which one sits best with you. Because there is so much information that we have at all times when we get advice or when we just hear other people's opinions. There is something that will align with us, not everything will. So you need to pay attention to what closely aligns with your intentions. And listen to everybody. Don't brush them off, because if you brush people off or if you cut them off or if you don't listen, then you might miss out on actually good ideas. So listen to everybody, but then use your better judgment to see which one aligns closest with your ideologies. Now, this could also be that you need to speak in meetings or on forums, or you might need to lead the communication to convey to an audience for something like that. Because the energy over here is about talking, thinking forward, having a blueprint idea. Maybe there is some kind of issues that you need to talk over or talk about, and you need to discuss it. There might be a little bit back and forth. Or this could be also stepping into leadership roles where you need to communicate a lot to, or communicate to a lot of people. So with that will come a lot of new connections that you will need to build or know about. You might be meeting new people in the next few days, and you will need to connect with them better. People that are unknown to you at this point in time. So there is something about using the mind power to communicate, to reason things out, and then spark of ideas to create something further. Next, you have is the card of abundance, and the angel number here is 888. It further says, financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. So you are manifesting things into your reality, Leos. And I feel that you might have been in some scarcity mindset, as we call it, like thinking that things going to work out for you. But I feel that you have shifted up your thoughts. You have elevated your belief system, and now you're aligning your actions. Whatever you are doing and you're putting out your energy into, you are creating that abundance for yourself. You are putting energy into the right places. So, and also with abundance, it's that it is a present reality for all of us. It's not a future goal. It's one thing that we all need to live by. So if you are, or maybe you were having some limiting beliefs or patterns like, worrying about money all the time, or feeling like you don't have enough, or feeling like things will be depleted and you will run out of resources, then that needs to shift. You need to first see yourself and develop that abundance mindset where you are actively speaking abundance into your life. You're thinking and feeling abundant as well. So wherever you want to create, you feel or imagine that into your sphere, and that's when you will attract that into your life. And the angel number here is 888. So with the number 8, it's a lot of ups and it's a lot of downs. But then this is a blessed number. So you will see this in synchronicities. So I feel that you have been through a lot of ups and downs, and it's now time for bringing in that abundance. Next you have is the card of Spiritual Warrior, number 37. So the number 3, 7, and 10 are coming through prominent with this energy for you, Leos. It further says, show you are a wise leader, command the universe. So exactly, being a wise leader, which means that you have to be strong enough to conquer the battles and also inner conflicts. You should not be conflicted on the inside. You should have a clear vision, what you want, what you're going to how much energy and what resources you are going to gather in order to create something. So your internal system should be absolutely aligned with your vision. Also, Spiritual Warrior is also about not allowing anybody else to impact your energies or bring you down in any way, because there's lots of noise on outside. You know, people, there's a lot of distractions. We're constantly distracted. Digital distractions are there. Emotional disruptions are there. So with keeping all that at bay, protect your ideas and don't let it waver. So also another thing is there is a line over here, so rightly so, Leo. So you're showing up in your own energy, and this is very positive, which means that we're talking about your strengths over here. So there is also a unicorn which is standing in the back right on top, and it has a horn which is shining bright. It has a sparkle on it. The unicorn is standing, it's just standing there. It's not being very aggressive, like even though it's the hair on its head is waving, but it looks very peaceful. So it is determined to stand up for what it thinks is right, what it believes is true for itself. So there is strength in stillness as well. There is a peaceful demeanor to this unicorn. So I feel that, and then there is this lion and a lamb as well. So I do feel that while lion is on the other extreme of the Leo energy, this is also about staying calm and having that peaceful determination. So your inner strength is going to be activated at this point in time. And I feel that you are leading, you are stepping up into leadership roles, and you are having a team to lead. You are commanding the universe, but you are doing it in alignment with your higher self. And the last card for today you have, Leo, is number 19. So the number 1, 9, and 10 are coming through prominent again with this energy. And it says Eden white poplar and aspen. And you see over here, this is a leaf of the aspen tree. Now, aspen is a tree that has leaves that are famously, they tremble all the time. Even in the mildest of the breeze, it trembles. But the symbolism of this leaf is about quiet courage that you will be required to, that will be required of you, that quiet courage will be required of you to move through difficult, fearful scenarios. This quiet courage will be needed of you, Leos, to adapt to the changes and to accept and embrace those changes. So you might be going into unknown places, but you will need to stay strong, even if you feel anxious or apprehensive. But keep that silent courage, that quiet courage up. And we saw that with the last card as well. The silent courage, the peaceful determination is what's needed of you. Now, when the aspen leaves the move, right? When the leaves rustle, it's called as whispering, and it's very common. It's not something different, but I know because I read up a lot about these trees at the national forest and things like that. So I know that the rustle of this aspen leaves is called as whispering. And it's called whispering, so rightly so, because they are known in the past, like in terms of mythology, they're known to carry the messages from the spirit guides, from the ancestors, from the divine. So you will need to be very much aware of the synchronicities that are happening around you, because the universe is going to speak with you and whisper some things to you. So you need to listen to that guidance that's coming from the universe, and you need to not brush it off. You need to pay attention to it and use your inner compass, your intuition, to understand the true meaning of what is the next action that you need to do. Some of the whispers will be confirmation of what you're doing, of what your understanding is, and some will be a direction forward. Now, another very interesting fact about the aspen tree is that they have a shared root system. So the trees that are growing, they are just, they're like clones of the original tree, clones of the one tree. So when you look at it symbolically, it speaks of staying united. It speaks of having an army for yourself, the people and support system, the collective strength that will be needed at this point in time. So stay connected with people, and I feel that the more you connect with people, the more people you have in your corner, whether it's in your family or community or your workplace, that will give you a strength, that will give you that strength that will propel you forward, that will give you the courage to take actions further. Sorry about that noise. Now, another interesting thing about the aspen trees is that they grew really fast. And especially in areas when there are forest fires and there is an aspen, because they have that shared root system, like I just mentioned, they regenerate from it really fast. It's like growing a limb, just like the octopus. So this energy is very strong, indicates that there is a renewal. Like when a fire burns down the forest lands, aspen trees come up really fast. So there's a rebirth or a renewal energy to this as well. So rising again after any kind of difficulties. It's like the phoenix rising. That's the energy that this aspen exudes. And on the spiritual front, also aspen is used for shields, where it protects in the physical space as well. And these were planted a lot around the homes or castles that needed protection. Also, its leaves are used for a lot of spiritual practices to keep away negative thoughts and influences. So it safeguards not only physically, but also spiritually. So I feel that changes are here for you, Leos, and you need to embrace it. But while you're doing, just trust your intuition to see which is the next step, which is right for you. Also, connect more with your community, with your tribe, because that will be a source of your strength. And have that courage to push through challenges. Don't back off, because you will overcome them. There is renewal, but it might take a little bit of challenge. Like I just mentioned, the forest fires is the tension and the struggle. But then there is renewal after that. So if you feel that you're in a crossfire or some kind of a fire or heat in your external environment, all of that you will be able to overcome with that quiet courage to stand strong. And you will come out victorious on the other side. So those were your messages, Leo. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.